Hey, it's me. Hello, is it me? um, I have to say, I really love being in bed with you. Like, my night just feels amazing. It's the time of my life. Listen, what are you doing on Sunday? Well, we have this tradition with my family. We No, it's not a Sunday lunch or anything like that. It's a Sunday it's a game night. Okay, we play games. We play board games and sometimes cards. Sometimes we do it's kind of like an African version of charades. That's the best way to put it. It's like, yeah. I mean, if you want to come, we can just see how it is. I think that was the great thing about my childhood, that I was always allowed to have fun. I was always encouraged to do what I wanted to do, and only if I felt like doing it. I mean, it sounds spoiled, but it's not, because I was also like really disciplined. Like, there's a limit. um, you can do what you want to do, but don't harm anyone else, type of thing, you know? Like, the problem with spoiled kids is that they don't understand the part about other people, and they just do anything for their own benefit, and yeah, that irks me a lot. But yeah, and it was always more in terms of like mentally. I was always encouraged to like, my family's pretty creative, but no one ever pursued their creative dreams like full on. But everyone in my family has, I mean, all the way back to my great grandfathers, they were like the most creative people. I feel like they were probably more creative than me. Like, my grandfather used to play the organ. Um, my mother always tells me this story about my grandfather playing the organ at like, he would come home late at night and just start da 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 making a racket in the house, and apparently, I don't know, but and it's just funny because I I make music, and I mean, I never met my grandfather. He died like 4 years before I was born, but I was able to teach myself how to play music. Like, how is that possible? Right? It has to be him. So, people often ask, like, what would you change about your childhood, or what would you change if you could change anything about the way you grew up? What would it be? And I hate that question. I think I hate it because it doesn't make me sound funny or witty or charming. It's just like, well, nothing. No, I wouldn't change anything. Yeah, I really wouldn't change a thing. I, what I would change, maybe, is after growing up. That's what I would like. Can we all just go back to 18 years old? Let's go back to that age and start changing stuff. Yeah, but before then, I wouldn't change anything. No, no. It was, yeah, nothing. I mean, would you change anything? I mean, no judgment if you would. I just don't get that question. I don't understand what you would want to change. I mean, because then you wouldn't be you anyway. Yeah, I know. See, that's where it's hard because people go through trauma, and if someone went through something horrible at a very young age, I think I would even try and make them forget about it and change it. Like, I would invent a way to make them not have to relive that in their minds. But then when I think about those weird coincidences or serendipity, it's like, well, maybe all of that had to happen so that I could be here with you. You know what I'm saying? And if you're thinking of changing, or if you're thinking that you could have changed something, well, then you wouldn't be here right now, in this moment. You know what I'm saying? And you'll never be happier in any other moment than the moment that you're in right now. Because you're definitely happier than yesterday, and tomorrow doesn't exist. So, you're happy. You're the happiest you'll be. Oh God, I'm not getting the phone. Who could be calling at such a strange hour? You know, we used to have this belief when I was growing up that if you heard the phone ringing at night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, you should never answer it because people can steal your voice. Yeah, welcome to my Zulu life. But I mean, those stories meant a lot. Yeah, you're not stealing my life, my voice. If it's important, they'll call back in the morning. But yeah, it's so weird how we have these weird stories as kids. And it's all part of the fun of growing up because it makes your mind expand and gives your imagination something to do. I mean, if we weren't told about, the fantasies of the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, we would have no imagination. I'm glad we get all that stuff. And yeah, we had Easter egg hunts, we had Santa Claus, we had. The only thing I've never had that I really want to do is Halloween. I think my parents thought it was evil or something. Well, not evil, but just like, ugh, it doesn't make sense. But I love it. I think I would love it. Let's do Halloween let's do Halloween this year. What do you say? Yeah. Oh gosh, who would I? I'd have to think about that. But what? Yeah, that's just what I think. But what would you change? I mean, would you change anything? Um, would you add something or would you take away? What would you do? I want to know. Tell me. We're getting to know each other. That's the process. Okay, well, um, I am listening.